Hi to all my viewers. Now in one of my previous videos I showed you guys how to clone an old hard drive onto a newer hard drive on your laptop. So in my previous video I showed you how to clone from an old hard drive onto a newer hard drive, but I've been getting this question time and time again whether I could clone the hard drive off my desktop onto the laptop. Now this is an example of the question which I was talking about. Like, this guy is asking if I clone the hard drive and put it onto a different computer, will it work? So different specification, different brands. Simple answer is yes, it'll work, but you'll need to buy a license of Windows 10. If you're cloning Windows 10, if you're cloning Windows 7, you'll need to buy a new license of Windows 7. But yeah, the computer will boot up even if I copy the uh, C drive image from my desktop onto the laptop. It'll work, no problem. And in this video we're going to do just that. And here is another comment. So this guy is asking whether it will work if I copy the old desktop C drive onto an external hard drive, then copy from the external hard drive to the new desktop. Yeah, it'll work. So what I'm going to do in this video is clone the C drive of the desktop computer, which is the drive which contains your operating system and all of your different programs. So Windows will get cloned onto the laptop, including all of these programs, and yes, all of your settings, all of your programs, your desktop, everything will get cloned onto the laptop if you do this. And yeah, you can try this at home if you're interested, but yeah, do keep in mind the hard drive on your laptop will be wiped out if you follow this procedure, and will be replaced by the exact image which is on your desktop. So once I complete the cloning procedure, the desktop of my laptop will look exactly like this. Now for this cloning procedure you'll need a external hard drive. Of course you can just open up your laptop and whack the internal hard drive into your desktop SATA port. But we're not going to do that because a lot of people don't really want to open their laptops because they're afraid it'll void the warranty. So we're not going to open the laptop. Instead we're going to copy all of the C drive contents onto the external hard drive, and then plug the external hard drive into the laptop and copy the C drive image from the external hard drive onto the internal hard drive of the laptop. And yes, we need a USB flash drive so that we can copy the cloning software onto the USB flash drive and then use the USB flash drive to start up the laptop. This is because there is no operating system right now, so the hard drive on here is just blank. Yep, no bootable device. Insert boot disk and press any key. And yes, it does have a 1 terabyte hard drive inside it, which is the same capacity as the hard drive on my desktop. And yeah, you can use a smaller hard drive on your laptop, no problem. Currently the hard drive on my desktop has 151 gigabyte U space. Rest of it is free. So yeah, I can get away with using a smaller external hard drive, no problem. Now on your desktop PC, go to this website called macrium.com. Head over to download trial and go to free edition. Yes, free edition is more than enough for our purpose, and click on download and select home use. Now once the download finishes, go ahead and install it. Now I already have this program installed, so I don't need to install this again. Then go ahead and run the program and make sure your external hard drive and the USB drive is plugged in at the moment, and we'll just wait for the program to initialize. Now first off, what you gotta do is create a bootable image. So click on this other tasks and select the first option, which is create bootable rescue media, and this wizard will pop up, and click on next, next again, and we don't need to update that, and select the USB device. I'm using a Sony USB flash drive, so here it is. Enable multi-boot MBR support, and then click on finish. And now you can see it's creating a bootable USB drive. That's it. Now we can go ahead and safely remove this. Keep it here. Now what you want to do is locate the hard drive which you want to clone. I already know which hard drive it is, but go ahead and see how much space is being used. So right now we're using about 151 gigabyte U space. So we scroll down. This is the one which we want to clone. This is the Hitachi hard drive. So select the second option, image this disk, and select the destination folder. And yes, you want to copy both of these because this one also contains the boot files. So make sure both of these boxes are checked, and we're gonna select the location which is on the elements, which is my portable hard drive, and that is just the cooling fan of the UPS elements, and then click on OK, and then click on next, and then click on next again, and then click on finish. And now the copying procedure will begin. So right now what's happening is the computer is cloning the C drive of the desktop onto this. It's creating an image which then we'll later use to restore it to the hard drive of the laptop. And yes, there is no need for this external drive to be empty. You can see there are a few files over there. No problem, everything will work. And now we'll just leave this computer until this imaging process is complete. So we're almost done creating an image onto the external hard drive. Few more seconds to go, and you can see it's writing over there. Alright, so it took about an hour and 8 minutes, and now there's absolutely nothing to do on this PC. What I'm going to do here is unplug this, and we're going to plug the external hard drive into the laptop. You know what, before I plug this thing in, let me just show you the laptop does not have an operating system on it. So if I turn it on, it'll just show that there is no bootable device. And let me just confirm that there is a hard drive installed. You're gonna head over to the BIOS setup here, and you can see there is a hard drive installed. It's a Hitachi hard drive, and everything is configured properly. So now what I'm going to do is turn this off and plug the external hard drive in, and also the USB bootable drive in, and turn the laptop on. And I'm going to press F12 so that we can get to the boot menu. So just wait a second here, and here you can see we need to boot from the storage, Sony storage media, which is this one. So the fourth option. You can see it's starting up from the USB drive. And here we are. Alright, so now in the Macrium Reflect program, it's already on image restore, so select browse for an image and go to elements D. The elements D is the external hard drive, and there it is. This is the image that we copied on from the desktop's hard drive, and we're gonna click open. And now what we are going to do is select on restore image, then select a disk to restore to, and here you can see there is the empty hard drive of the laptop. Select this one and now click next and then click on finish. So now what's happening is that the laptop is reading off the image stored in the external hard drive. It's copying the image onto its internal hard drive, so this will again take a little bit of time. Well, it's almost complete, 99%. And we're done. Click on close. Alright, so what we're going to do now is go to restore tasks and select the first option, fix Windows boot problems, and it should show Windows 10, and click on next. Select the partition. Okay, so we're booting off C drive. Click on next and then click on finish. And now we're going to select the internal hard drive, which is this one, and see if Windows boots up or not. And hey, we're booting up into Windows. And no, it's not booting up from the USB drive, nor is it booting up from the external hard drive. This is running off the internal hard drive of the laptop. And I think I can remove these safely now since they are not being used. Windows is still booting up, no problem. And yeah guys, this will take a little bit of time. Okay, so and you can see even the HP_owner user account is here. This is the other user account on this computer. You can see there it is. So yeah, let me just enter my password here real quick. And now what we gotta do is install all the appropriate drivers for this laptop and we're good to go. And you can see it's the exact same wallpaper, exact same settings, and if I open up the start menu, it's gonna look exactly the same. There it is. Uh, it's the font, the screen size, the start menu size is big because the screen resolution isn't set to the appropriate screen resolution of this display. But as you can see, it's the exact same thing here. And we'll wait for this laptop to install all the drivers. So let's connect to the Wi-Fi. Oh, we gotta enter the password because over here I don't really use the Wi-Fi connection, so hold on a sec. Alright, so I entered the Wi-Fi password and now we're connected to the internet. What I'm gonna do now is go to all settings, update and security, and click check for updates so that we can download all the appropriate drivers for this laptop. Anyway, first off, what I'm going to do is increase the resolution to 1080p, which is the native resolution for this laptop. I don't know if you can see, but it says here full high definition. So I'm going to click on apply, keep changes. Alright, everything seems good. You can see it's exactly the same as it was on this computer, and obviously Windows won't be activated, I guess, because you'll need to purchase a separate Windows license if you're doing this sort of cloning onto your other computer. But you can see the configuration is totally different here. This is a Core i5 CPU with 16 gigabytes of RAM, and on this it's a Core i7 CPU with 20 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, there is a substantial difference of hardware over here, but as you can see, everything is running perfectly. You can see recently added reflect over here. Recently added is reflect. You can see the difference over here also. And yes, all of my files are still over here. So if I go to pictures, pictures are there, downloads are there, documents are there, and these are the exact same files which are over here. There you go. Exact same copy of Windows, exact same copy of files. So our little project is successful, and yeah, you can see this is a different brand laptop. This is an Acer laptop, and this is a Hewlett-Packard desktop computer. So it does work even if you clone a hard drive and put it into a different brand machine, no problems. Everything is working, and yes, you'll also need to purchase a separate license of Microsoft Office, as I will demonstrate it to you over here. If I go to account, you can see there is no activation dialog box or anything. This copy of Office is activated, no problem, but if I open it over here, it'll ask me for a license key. It's saying that this copy of Office is not activated, and same is the problem with Windows. So if I go to properties, you can see it's still showing connect to the internet to activate Windows, but I know the Windows copy will not activate on this because it's already been activated on this particular computer. You can see Windows is activated, no problems. Same goes for Office. Office is already activated on this computer once, so you can't activate it again and again. So yeah, it's working. Each and every one of my files and programs is there on this laptop also. You can see Adobe Photoshop is there. The exact same Photoshop is there on this computer also. You can see even the desktop layout has been retained, no problem. Pretty cool. We'll see if I think sound is also working, no problem. Yep, sound is working, and you can see Windows Update is downloading all the appropriate drivers which are needed to run this laptop. So yeah guys, mission successful. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you do have any questions to ask, please feel free to ask me in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions. See you guys later.